back to Idaho Today. We're now here in the Idaho Today kitchen because the Boise Zoo has so many events year-round that are not only perfect for the kiddos, but for the adults as well. And that means Brew at the Zoo. It's an event highlighting some local breweries, and in one of many of the Treasure Valley's most treasured locations, which is obviously the zoo. So we're joined now by Jeff Augusta from Zoo Boise.
Hello.
And Jerry Larson from Mad Suede Brewing.
Hello.
Which we're going to learn all about here in just a little bit. This man knows his beer. We'll also get a little beer education. But first, let's talk about Brew at the Zoo.
Yes.
How cool is this? This is an adult-only event, which I can imagine there are many parents watching right now going, yes, because they needed that place to go for a date, right?
Exactly, yes.
Yes.
This is a 21-plus event, Brew at the Zoo. So this is a chance to come to the zoo without the kids, without your kids, or without any kids.
Yes.
Which is always a nice place to be. And of course, we're going to have some great local breweries, some great local food, some animal experiences. And that's what Brew at the Zoo is about. It's about coming and supporting wildlife conservation, which I know you love.
I love, yes.
And that's what the
definitely
zoo is
got a place
about.
in my heart.
And then just hanging out for a couple of hours on a nice Friday evening and
Yes.
having some great local brews.
Yes, I mean, don't get me wrong. I love going to the zoo with my family and my kiddos, but also as an animal lover and really believing in conservation, what a beautiful marriage this is, right? Because now you get a little adult time, and then also you get to get in your love for animals if you'd
Exactly.
like. So let's talk a little bit about those activities too, because you had mentioned there's going to be some food as well. So maybe a little bit of a beer and food pairing possible at some point.
So I don't know exactly what, or I don't want to like surprise
Details are
people
still to
yet.
come.
Yes.
Yes.
But our amazing catering team is putting together
Yes.
some really fun adult type of food that would really go well with the zoo.
Nice.
and brews.
Nice.
And we're gonna have some of the animals that people don't normally get to meet, some of our ambassador animals that the kiddos get to meet during education camps, but as adults you're probably not going to those kid camps.
Yes.
They're gonna be brought out and people get to meet them. Plus some of our animals are gonna be getting enrichment, so they get to
fun.
interact with it. And we're also gonna have live music, so we've added a live band. So
Nice.
yes, so
I love
it's
this.
It's growing. The event's just getting bigger and bigger and bigger every day.
Is it bad of me as a parent to really be excited about the fact that maybe it's now my turn to go and interact with the animals opposed to my kids?
No,
right?
no.
Okay.
The zoo
I get
is
to
for
be a big
everybody.
kid. Okay,
you
great.
Be a big kid.
Thank you.
Responsible. Let's put that too. We're
I like
responsible
that.
since we do have brews
Yes,
there.
yes, indeed. And speaking of the brews, Jerry, so Mad Suede is one of the 5 breweries that's going to be there. And let's talk about what you're going to be pouring. What do we have?
All right, well, we're going to be doing the Mundo Loco. It is a Mexican lager, a nice light beer, good for a hot evening watching the animals do animal things.
Excellent. All right, so great way to cool off, wet that palate as
Absolutely.
you're out watching,
Yes.
I don't know, the sloth bear, maybe eat some worms or something, right? Okay, and then, so let's go ahead and pour too, because I love to see what this looks like. And earlier, you and I were talking about the importance of the glass that you select for your beverage, right? Because there's actually a purpose in the shape of the glass itself.
Yes, yes, there is. And glassware matters in presentation. It's not just wine that has an advantage of the glassware. This one, the primary thing is the smell.
Oh,
Well, you have a cup. Also, we like the long, tall, so you can see the clarity. You can watch the bubbles lift. You can see the nice, rich head on it.
Yeah.
That the head and that hole opens it up. We prefer that you drink out of a glassware of some sort, take it out of the can. I mean, unless you can't, then you have a little jacket for it. But because it does open the beer up.
I have to tell you, this smells like summer.
Yeah. Yes.
It does. Do you know what I mean by that?
I'm not sharing. I don't know.
I know. Well,
I can't spell it.
I have to wait until the break, and I'm going to take it all. No, this smells fantastic, and I can only imagine how quenching that's going to be during a hot summer night, like you mentioned, strolling around the zoo. You have another beer, though, too.
Yes.
I know that this is a pretty popular type of beer. The
Yes.
IPA has really had a trend for a while now.
Yes, it is. IPA is #1 seller in craft. It's huge. There's many variants of it. This particular one is the OG, the original, the Northwest IPA. Hoppy, but doesn't assault you. It's very subtle. It's balanced.
I like that. It doesn't want to assault you. Because there are levels of hop in your IPA. I mean, there are some really hoppy
I mean, we just say
IPAs.
it sounds tasty.
It sounds
And
tasty.
quenching.
I like
Thirst
that.
quenching.
Yes, yes. All right, and I have to say, I really like the art too on your cans. Is that a local artist design, or because I mean it's playful and it's fun? I like this.
That is about the only part of our branding that is not local. We went to a Portland outfit for that.
Oh, I like it though.
But
It's
all the
really
other
nice
labels
flair.
are done by a local person who does this for a living. She helps us on the side. She's the wife of our assistant brewer.
Oh, that's awesome.
So,
I love it. I love that tie. Again, IPA, very floral. That's a real nice bouquet, and I love too how I love the coloration here.
You
kind
see,
of
it's a
the
lot
ambery
darker
color.
than the other.
Yes, yes, it is. Yeah, that's really pretty. Okay, so this is just an example of a couple of the beers that people will be able to experience when they go to Brew at the zoo. But really quick though, I do want to mention you have a couple other different shapes here of glasses. So what are the type of beers that you would be pouring in these?
This IPA would typically go in an IPA glass. This
Okay.
is just kind of a fun glass, just
Yeah.
because it looks like a can. IPA glass because as it rolls over the speed bump in the middle when you're drinking, it kicks up those aromas.
Oh, no kidding.
This is a classic pub glass. It's got a little loop to it,
Yes.
so it'll hold the
Pretty familiar with this one.
yeah, hold the aromas in.
Okay.
This is kind of a high test. It's
Yeah.
it's smaller quantity, so if you have a very high alcohol beer, you want to maybe serve a little less of it.
Is this similar to like a sniffer?
Yes. It
Yes.
is.
Okay,
Yes.
and then that's because of the alcohol content.
Yes.
Interesting. See, so much to learn. It's not just about, getting a little bit of your thirst taken care of. There's a lot that goes into this. Thank you so much, Jerry. And I'm sure everyone's looking forward to seeing you out at Brew at the zoo. And Jeff, really quick, remind everybody,
Yes.
how do they come out and enjoy these delicious beverages and also get their animal fix in?
You just need to get your tickets at zooboise.org. Zooboise.org/brew will take you right there. And, animals, brews, food, fun, no kids.
No kids.
Support
Live-
conservation.
Live music and support.
Live music,
yes,
yeah.
yes, can't forget that part. Gentlemen, thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you, Jerry. Really appreciate that.